Game 6 of the '91 World Series at the Metronome in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's an unlikely matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the Minnesota Twins. The Twins won the World Series just 4 years ago, but like the Braves, they weren't supposed to be here. Kirby Puckett is at the plate, and you might know what happens next on this 2-1 pitch. And for that, I'll give you a virtual high five due to your ability to use the internet. But for those of you who don't want to cheat via Wikipedia or BaseballReference.com, let's get in that DeLorean and crank it to 88 miles per hour. It's time to travel back in time, or as SB Nation would say, let's rewind. The 1991 Fall Classic was far from straight chalk when it comes to the gambling mindsets of sports bettors. According to TampaBay.com, the Braves were once 250-1 odds-on favorites to win the World Series. If you bet $100 on the Twins in spring training, that was a great bet, as they were 100-1 odds to win it all. In fact, both teams finished in last place in their respective divisions the year prior. The Braves were actually in the National League West back then, and although they'd be dominant in the later part of the decade, the beginning of the 1990s wasn't friendly to Bobby Cox's team. The first year of the 90s saw the Braves finish the regular season at just 65-97, but general manager John Schuerholz saw something in Cox, and the fiery skipper became the head honcho on June 23, 1990, replacing Russ Nixon. It didn't lead to an improvement when it came to wins. The Braves were 25-41 when Nixon received the pink slip, and they finished the year 26 games out of first with Cox as the manager. Still, the players seemed to respond to the 50-year-old skipper the next season. The Braves were notably better, but a World Series appearance still seemed very unlikely on July 11th. A .500 record at just 40-40, the Braves were on the cusp of being sellers at the trade deadline. But then something happened. The Braves just refused to lose. An incredible 54-28 finish to the season saw the Braves 4 wins away from a National League pennant. They clinched the division on a second-to-last of the season, with the Braves remaining in first place from September 20th until the clincher on October 5th. The stunned Los Angeles Dodgers couldn't believe it. How could a Braves team who were at .500 practically halfway through the season keep them from an NL pennant? As for the Braves themselves, next came the Pittsburgh Pirates, led by Silver Slugger Barry Bonds. If the regular season was crazy enough for Atlanta sports fans to start believing, the 1991 National League Championship Series was something we probably won't ever see again. 4 shutouts took place in the series, including 3 1-0 shutouts. The Pirates were the heavy favorites to advance to the World Series. A 98-win team, the Pirates won the division by an easy 14 games. John Smiley won 20 games for the Buccos, the last time a Pirates pitcher won 20 games during the 20th century. Doug Drabick was the reigning NL Cy Young Award winner, and with Bombs and Bobby Bonilla still in the primes of their careers, there's no way that Bobby Cox's Cinderella story could still wear their gold slipper going into the championship round, right? Wrong. Tom Glavine, the 1991 NL Cy Young winner, was on this Braves team, but he actually underperformed in the series. Game 1 went to the better-seeded Pirates, a well-deserved 5-1 win to the higher seed as the Pirates scored the game's first 5 runs. Glavine was the loser in this one by walking 3 batters and giving up 4 unearned runs. Atlanta's David Justice hit a leadoff homer in the top of the 9th inning, but it was just too little, too late, as the Pirates took a 1-0 series lead. The Braves found a way to split the first 2 games at Three Rivers Stadium, with Steve Avery leading the way to a 1-0 shutout. Game 3 was all Braves. A 10-3 win as John Smoltz was the much better pitcher in the Braves' first home playoff game in nearly a decade. But games 4 and 5 were won by the Pirates, including a seemingly back-breaking 1-0 shutout victory in Atlanta. Zane Smith led the way for Pittsburgh in Game 5, and with their backs against the wall, Atlanta had to somehow win both games on the road to make their first World Series since arriving in the capital of Georgia. The Braves just wouldn't let their dream season die. Not only that, but they held the Pirates scoreless for the last 22 innings of the series. From the top of the 6th in Game 5 until the final out in Game 7, the Pittsburgh Pirates couldn't muster a single run. A 1-0 crushing defeat in Game 6 saw the Pirates 1 win away from elimination, and after the Braves scored 3 runs in the top of the first inning during Game 7, the Buccos offense went ice cold down the stretch. Steve Avery stole the show. He didn't give up a single run in his 2 starts. 16 2/3 innings pitched for the young stud on the mound, and he, of course, won NLCS MVP. But the Braves weren't the only weird newcomer to the postseason party. Just 4 years earlier, the Minnesota Twins were World Series champions. Gone were the days of Harmon Killebrew and Rod Carew, but these new Twinkies were still fan favorites. Kirby Puckett, a former junior college player, led the charge in center field. But interestingly enough, not a single player on the Twins had 100 runs batted in during the '91 regular season. The Twins weren't a team known for power. Puckett only drilled 15 homers in 1991, a huge contrast to the 1987 squad when he hit 28 homers. The 1991 Twins were scrappy, annoying, and hard to beat. Designated hitter Chili Davis was the only Twin with over 25 home runs, and the lone 20-game winner on the pitching staff wasn't future Hall of Famer Jack Morris. That distinction went to Scott Erickson. Still, the Twins cruised to an AL West Division title by commanding 8 games. And after dismantling the Toronto Blue Jays in just 5 games during the ALCS, it looked like the Twins had the upper hand for the 1991 World Series crown. After all, the Braves barely squeezed into the World Series, while the Twins looked like the far more superior team. But the World Series started anyway, with Cox proving to the rest of the world that he would become one of the game's all-time great managers. Down in an early 0-2 hole, the Braves looked like a completely different ball club when they flew back to Atlanta. 3 straight victories at the old Fulton County Stadium, including a 14-5 convincing victory over the seemingly unbeatable Twins, put the Twins in major trouble. Just like that, Tom Kelly's squad looked all but done. The problem was, they weren't. Plus, they still got to go back home for Games 6 and 7, assuming they could force a Game 7. The 1991 World Series became one of the all-time greats, and Game 6 was no exception to the rule. The Twins struck first with 2 ball players crossing home plate in the bottom of the first inning. The Braves seemed to have the momentum back after Terry Pendleton hit a 2-run bomb in the top of the 5th. Determined to play Game 7 at the old Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, the Twins got the lead back in the bottom of the frame. And after battling to a leadoff walk, Don Gladden stole second base. A couple of flyouts later, including the sacrifice fly by Puckett, gave the Twins the lead back. But don't count these Braves out. Up by a run in the top of the 7th, Kelly allowed starting pitcher Scott Erickson to run back out there. But after a leadoff single to Mark Lemke, Kelly had no choice but turned to Mark Guthrie. Guthrie started off okay with a strikeout to Jeff Blauser, but then location and accuracy came to bite him in the butt. A walk to Lonnie Smith, including a can't-have-it wild pitch, put Kelly in a tough spot. Guthrie was able to jam Terry Pendleton, but with Chuck Knobloch playing at double-play depth, Pendleton's little nubber got enough of the AstroTurf to give him ample time to claim the infield single. Just like that, we have bases loaded, and Kelly was forced to go to the bullpen yet again. In came Carl Willis. It was also decision time for Kelly. Should he bring the infield in, bring in the corners and play double play depth, or play double play depth around the infield? The Twins decided to play back with the middle infield, and it cost them. Ron Gant's ground ball in between the third base and shortstop hole allowed him to beat out the fielder's choice, and the Braves were once again in business.
Gant with a good jump out of the box just beats the play.
A 3-3 tie with runners on the corners. Willis was in a huge pickle, but he threw a devastating 2-2 off-speed pitch to Davis Justice to get him to swing and miss. The lead was gone, but the tie still remained. The Twins had a golden opportunity to retake the lead in the bottom of the 8th. Puckett stole second base with 2 outs, but Shane Mack couldn't drive him in. Nobody got close to tying it in the 9th, so Braves fans had to wait until extra innings to see if their team would be sipping the champagne in the locker room. Remember, this was a big deal for Braves fans. Atlanta hadn't won a World Series since relocating from Milwaukee, and the city of Atlanta had never seen a professional sports team win a championship up to this point. Atlanta nearly obtained their first lead of Game 6 in the top of the 10th. A leadoff single by Pendleton looked to be great for the Braves, but a stolen base attempt, or perhaps a hit and run, led to a slow-moving line drive and an easy double play for the Twins. So much for that potential rally. The Twins went 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 10th, so we went to the 11th. The Braves somehow got another leadoff single, this time by Sid Bream. However, Bream probably should have been at second base, if not for his oft-injured right knee. He crushed the first pitch down the first base line, but couldn't advance. And in this era of old-school baseball, stolen bases were more commonplace. Mitchell got caught stealing on the first pitch of Brian Hunter's at-bat, and that pretty much did in the rally. No more base runners for the Braves. Should Cox allow Alejandro Pena to pitch into the 11th? Pena might be needed for Game 7, so Cox is pretty much forced into allowing Charlie Liebrant to man the rubber in the bottom of the 11th. Liebrant probably wasn't the ideal choice. He had an ERA over 4 coming into this pitching appearance, And with Puckett leading off the inning, Cox was just praying Liebrent could force a 12th frame. And now Puckett can make history with a walk-off blast. But to understand how memorable this home run could be for Puckett, we have to know his life's history. Puckett grew up on the south side of Chicago. He was so small for center field, just 5'8", that he didn't receive a single scholarship.
Yeah, let me give it to you.
Mark, you gotta go down to Athens High School, right across the street. That's where the youth football coach lives. Here? No, in Athens. And they've got a garage with a view of the football field, the high school field, and he just has a tailgate. He has like smoked food, big burly men with beards who love football.
It'll say like 20 minutes in the top corner.
I'm in college, and it was so much fun. Then I went there on a December evening for a high school.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another production of Sports Broadcast Solutions. Kyle Smith alongside Mark Carmen. And Mark, this is the championship game. It's the Boston Lady Celtics against the Papaflessas blue team.
This is going to be a great matchup, Kyle, and we would be remiss if we did not mention the pregame prayer of both teams getting together, talking about the history of this tournament. And I think we were thinking about people that are not with us today. And that was a super just tender, emotional moment, bringing both teams together and then wanting the competitors to get to know each other and what this tournament means. So it's really, really just felt privileged to be here to see that before we get going on here with Papaflessas in Boston. This should be a great one. We watched Papaflessas Blue play last night, and they were playing their younger teammates. So they had a sort of a friendly game. So this is going to be a lot more competitive.
All the way from Boston. It's exciting. That's how much this tournament means to these fellows. It's not just the Chicagoland area. It's not just Wisconsin, Michigan people. They come from all over, including Michigan. We saw an MIT shirt, an MIT grad playing in this women's championship game.
Did you go to MIT?
I did not get in.
Me neither. But maybe in my next lifetime I'll be there. How about you?
My mom said I got in spirit.
Did she really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, my family's not that kind to me. Papaflessas start with the basketball, Kyle. Here we go.
Papaflessas with it. They won yesterday against white team. That was the upperclassmen against the underclassmen. Papaflessas in the Navy. The Lady Celtics, they forgot their green, so they're wearing the gray. Three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Papaflessas. And then eventually picked up by the Lady Celtics, and they'll set up half court past the timeline.
Good opening look for Kokonis. Just didn't get it to go, but she's going to shoot those all day.
Driving into the lane, and good defense by Papaflessas leads to a travel.
Good drive, took the contact, but came down, and that is a walk.
Good lead pass, and it's sent out to the three-point line. Rebounded, that time by the Lady Celtics in Dixon, and set up at half court by Dixon. Dixon setting it up to Papa George. Papa George now to the three-point line, set up by Dixon. Dixon back out to the wing, off the screen. Good defense on the help. Inside the lane, did not hit rim, just barely hit backboard, rebounded by Papaflessas. They'll take their time. Little sloppy play early on, Mark.
Just getting your bearings. Feeling it out here on a beautiful Saturday morning for basketball.
Tough shot, even better contest, and it's rebounded by the Lady Celtics. Boston with it. As they're trying to get the first points of the game. Pump fake, good ball fake, and eventually dropped off to the corner. Three-pointer, air ball, rebounded by the MIT grad. Shot is good. Boxed out well and got the layup. First bucket of the game goes to Boston.
Got a good open look. Missed it, but hey, right place, right time, and we're on the board.
Three-point shot, air ball, might have been partially blocked. Can't box out, though, in the lane, and it's good by Papaflessas, good by Pagonis.
That's back-to-back, right place, right time, and we are tied up at 2.
This is the Boston Lady Celtics, but they're from all over. They've got a New York player and a player from California on the Boston Lady Celtics.
Sounds like some good recruiting.
Papa George from California on the other side of the country playing for Boston. Inside the lane, layup no good. Rebounded somehow by Boston. Double team comes on her back with the bounce pass. Pump fake, partially blocked. Rebounded again by Boston. Now out to the MIT grad for three. Dixon shot no good. Rebounded again by Boston. Fifth chance on the possession. No, sixth chance. Still can't get it to go. Rebounded again. Layup is good. And I'm thinking the coaching staff for Papaflessas might be having them run some sprints after the game. That's way too many offensive boards for Boston.
Well, they got a size advantage down there, and fundamentals is going to be the key to that. You got to put a body on someone.
3-point shot by Olympia Kokonis, no good. Tries to steal it from behind. Might have been a double dribble, but they don't call carry. We play on. Not going to see that a lot in this tournament. They don't call carries a lot. Some double dribbles have been called thus far, but hasn't been issued frequently in this tourney. Pump fake, ball fake, and she gets her defender up in the air, draws the foul, and first foul of the game goes the way against Papaflessas.
Kokonis was trying to keep her hands straight up and avoid the foul call, but she then extended those arms, and Papa George able to get herself to the foul line here as they take a 3 and maybe a 4-point lead.
It's 5-2 Boston is taking the free throw number 1, and it's no good. Rebounded by Papaflessas. Papa George on the free throw attempt. Here comes Papaflessas. The navy blue team with the 3. Shot, no good. Air ball. Boston dominating the glass right now in Parter. Unless Papaflessas can make adjustments, that's going to kill them down the stretch.
Kyle, you always like to jump ahead to the finish. Let's let this play out here. But early going here, Boston's got to like their start.
Are you saying that I'm the hare and you're the tortoise?
I'm saying that I'm the sage veteran genius and you're the young, influential, easily influenced buck. What do you think of that?
Did you ever read Tortoise and the Hare when you were in first grade?
Every day. But I might need to brush up on it after the game.
So the way it goes is the hare just ran all the way to the finish line, but runs out
of energy.
Decides to take a nap, and the tortoise eventually gets to the finish line and beats the hare.
Right.
And I'm the hare right now. I'm too fast. I'm assuming too much.
You fly out there. You're jumping all sorts of conclusions at 8-2 as we get a timeout on the court.
We're gonna take a 12-second break. It's 8-2 Boston here on SBS. Make sure to mute the button.
This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
It's 8-2 Boston here on SBS. Text line's open, 330-957-7653. All FCC regulations apply. Mark Carmen from WGN Radio, as well as Lucas Moore from Blue Frame Technology is here. Liam Crotty from North Central College Athletics. Doing a great job, as always. 8-2 score. Papaflessas getting dominating on the glass, and right now they're being slightly dominated on the scoreboard. See what kind of adjustments they made out of the timeout. 3-point shot. Step back three. No good. Another rebound to Boston. Here come the Lady Celtics looking to push. On the left hand, taking her time is Dixon, looking for the backdoor cut. Was read well by Papaflessas. Back out to the wing, sends it out to the top, and then swung out to the right. On the left hand, partially deflected, and then back out to the three-point line. Three-pointer no good. Rebounded by Papaflessas. They're looking to push. They've got numbers. It's a 3-on-3, and they'll take their time. Driving into the lane. Great job setting her feet. Drawing the contact, going to the line for two. Big-time free throws coming up for Papaflessas.
Coming up on 12 minutes for the first half here. Papaflessas looking for points 3 and 4. Pagonis doing a good job. Just, hey, when you're struggling from the perimeter, get to the bucket. That's what she did. As she does miss the first free throw here, but these shots are going to go down for Papaflessas at some point. But right now, you kind of got to grind it out.
Do you know who Papaflessas was? Just history lesson here?
No, please, do tell.
Leader of Greek independence.
Can you take it further than that?
I believe he was a priest.
Okay. Kyle, you're a history buff. I should know that. My apologies.
It's all right.
Thank you.
I forgive you this time. Next time, not so much.
I'll get on Wikipedia.
No. We're gonna do real research, encyclopedias. Go into the library, no Wikipedia stuff.
This ain't 1986. I go to Wikipedia.
Hey, 1985 was a great song from Bowling for Soup.
That's true. So that was a slightly careless pass there. That basket which just hit is actually on the court, but you got to be aware of your surroundings.
We need to have that at the United Center. We got to have baskets all over the court. Make it harder on these players. They're too privileged.
It's a degree of difficulty. Good strong drive right there. Just couldn't get it to go.
What do you want to see on this possession from Boston?
She landed awkwardly there. I thought she heard beautiful lefty reverse. Ball stays with Boston.
Why do you think that, besides the size advantage, obviously, why else do you think Boston is dominating the glass right now?
That's a good question, Kyle. I mean, some of this is...
Boston's having their chances. Dixon with some nice moves, just couldn't finish, especially the wide-open layup there. 10-footer no good. Rebounded well by Papaflessas. Olympia Kokonis is there for the bucket.
I'll tell you one thing about Kokonis. She's a competitor. Actually, two things. She competes, and she competes with a smile on her face. She is just a joy to watch out there.
Three-pointer no good. This women's championship game brought to you by the NHIBT and DCGreeks.com. They've got numbers, 2-on-2. Double team, though, on the pass, and Boston looking to push. There's Dixon with it. She is fun to watch in the open court. Look at that ball fake and the finish.
Around the back with the left hand.
Repping the Steve Nash pass.
Yeah, I mean, Steve Nash, Steph Curry. Let's go old school Pete Maravich. That was impressive.
Three-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Dixon. She's dominating the game right now. And she's on the fast break. Good lead pass. In the lane, lefty. Finish is good.
Another left-handed pass. I don't know if Louise might be a lefty, but I swear she's shooting the ball with her right hand. That big-time plays here, and Papaflessas needs a timeout.
We're taking another 12-second break. You are watching Boston against Papaflessas here at SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
(12-5) the score. Boston dominating. What have you seen from Dixon leading those fast breaks that's creating so many problems right now for Papaflessas?
Well, it's not just even on the fast break. Even in the half court, she's looking for opportunities and just been getting in the lane consistently, but she's got great court vision, Kyle. I mean, she can get her own, and she can also get opportunities for her teammates. She's really doing a fantastic job.
The Dixon sisters leading the way right now. Boston again. Papa George on the rebound. They go to the bench to 51. Dixon, tough shot. Good defense that time by Papa Nicolau. Now out to Papaflessas. Did she dribble? Whew, that was close. Officials say she didn't. 3-point shot, it's well contested. Everything's tough on the offensive end right now for Papaflessas. They've got numbers. Dixon leading the break. Good lead pass. Defense comes from behind. They box out. Does Boston? They get the offensive board. Papa George there. Papaflessas reeling right now.
Super unselfish by Dixon. I would have liked to have seen her take that layup, but it worked out for Boston.
3-point shot, no good. Once again, the reminder, your favorite high school, college, or NBA memory, WNBA as well. Text it to 330-957-7653, 330-957-7653. All FCC regulations do apply. 3-point shot, no good. Rebounded by Papaflessas. Left-handed look is good. Papaflessas looking good on that possession. Kakanis with the board.
Kakanis doing everything she can to keep Papaflessas in the ball game. She's got 4 of the 7 and picking up a bunch of loose balls as well.
Papaflessas, they won yesterday. It was a close game against the underclassmen. Right now they're struggling with this college team in Boston. 3-point shot, wide open look is good. Big time 3. They needed that in a hurry, and they got it that time by Soteropoulos.
Good pass by Kakanis, and beautiful arc on that jumper, nothing but net.
See how Boston answers. They led by as much as 9. Help comes on defense. Bounce pass, finish, no. No foul, they play on. And it's passed out to the free throw line. She had an open shot, decided not to. Dixon fakes the shot, driving in on her left. The MIT grad takes her time. Now out to the left. To her front court player, pump fake. Draws the contact, going to the line. Lucky number 13, 2 shots coming up with the running clock.
Extra opportunities, crash on the glass as they've done all have. And now a couple free throws here.
And that might be 12 or 0. Oh, it looks like 0. That's Poliziotis.
That is the 4th point for Soidos.
Poli went to the University of New Hampshire, majored in communications. Her only sport is basketball, and unfortunately, she's a Drake fan. Yeah, we won't hold her against there, actually, but we will.
I also don't recommend communication as a major. Terrible idea.
Shot. Rebounded by Boston, as all of our personnel today were comm majors.
Wow, what a drive. Dixon, she's got to be a lefty, Kyle. That was beautiful, though. Cut right, then back left, and a beautiful finish.
Driving into the lane, spin move and a beauty. Back out to the 3-point line. Mid-range jumper, no good. Rebounded by Papaflessas. Sorry, Boston. They have the Papaflessas color, so I get confused sometimes. 3-point shot, no good.
Okay, she's a righty. That was a right-handed jump shot. She is ambidextrous. Wow. By the way, I majored in psychology, for the record. We can discuss it later. I've got deep thoughts on it.
You've got deep thoughts on comm majors. Driving into the lane. Beautiful move by Dixon.
I mean, I'm applauding Dixon right now myself. She's playing just an all-court game. That was a little shimmy shake to the middle and then a finish on the baseline. Big time.
Mary Louise Dixon, number 10. Here are the stats. They're brought to you by PapaGreeks.com. 6 points for Louise Dixon. And 5 for Papa George. Here comes Boston. The hook shot, no good. Rebounded by PF. Biggest deficit of the game. They just haven't had much of an answer in the paint against Boston. 3-pointer is good. And I don't know what happened on defense for Boston. She's been wide open twice this game.
Soteropoulos likes that 3, and that's a huge shot to make it a 7-point game. Boston might be getting a little tired, particularly Dixon here. Be amazing if she wasn't.
Mary Louise having herself a game, but meanwhile, Papaflessas with it. They have an open 3 again. 3-pointer good from the corner. They haven't had an answer in the paint, but they're making it count with the 3-point shots.
Papincolo making it a 4-point game. That's a 6-0 run. It was 20-10. Now it's 2016.
Inside the lane, layup is good. That time by Ciolis.
That is a huge size advantage down there, and a very smart pass by Dixon. Let's get things settled down here and get a bucket, and that's what they did.
Let's see if they can feed it to Pagonis. She's from Lake Forest College, the Lake Forest College commit. She's a senior at Geneva. Timeout on the floor. It's called by Boston. Papaflessas has cut the deficit to 6. We'll see if they can tie it when we come back here on SBS, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
22-16 the score in favor of Boston. Leading the way is Mary Louise Dixon. And we have some bench players coming in for the Lady Celtics, Deasing into the game. And Chrissy, number 12. Here comes Dixon. She's got good size for the position as well, 5'4". Her sister on the team, Alini, as Papaflessas steals it away.
Nearly traveled, but good D.
Shot is good from Papaflessas. It's now a 22-18 score.
Baseline drive, Kokonis looked real comfortable doing that one.
This is a Papaflessas team led by head coach Jim Kokonis. Sia, the assistant coach. Both Jim and Sia played goal basketball at St. Spriderian Greek Orthodox Church. Spridrodon, I believe it's how it's pronounced. He founded the Papaflessas girls basketball program in 2014. Three-point shot for the bench player from Chrissy, and it's no good. What do you want to see from Papaflessas? Should they shoot another three or try to drive to the bucket? Well, that time they drive.
Oh.
Man, that could have been nasty. She tripped on the basketball accidentally as she fell to the floor. Luckily, she's all right.
I mean, I think her right foot hit the basketball, and then she fell on it. She's really lucky she's okay.
And Chrissy doesn't have a last name. She just goes by Chrissy C. And she's from Evanston. But she didn't like Illinois, so she's not going to play for Papaflessas. She's going to play for the Boston Lady Celtics.
Hey, follow your heart in life, Kyle. That's what I always say.
No good. That's big for Papaflessas, but they are struggling right now. PF has already committed 5 fouls.
I mean, Boston has outplayed Papaflessas in this first half. They're really kind of fortunate to be down 5 and the chance to cut into the lead right here.
I mean, really, if 54 for Papaflessas doesn't make those threes, Soteropoulos, it's a completely different ball game. Even when Dixon is stripped, she still finds a way to keep the ball. Under a minute to go. 3-point shot. Got it!
Wow. With a hand in her face. Papanicolo.
Papa Nicolau with a huge three. And just like that, after everything that's gone right for Boston, they only lead by 2. Dixon for 3. Got it! She does everything. Dribble, drive, pass, and now shooting.
10 points in the ball game. Wow.
At the 3-point line, taking their time. Inside the lane, looking for contact, gets the board. Second chance opportunity, no, but she'll go to the line for 2 shots. Oh, now what's the call? Okay. For a second there, I didn't think she was going to the line because Papaflessas was talking to the official, and now they're going to have her shoot some free throws.
all smiles on the court. To be honest, I didn't understand the confusion. That was so obvious that was a foul and it should be free throws.
Dixon's got to be careful, Mark, because you start yelling at the officials like that, you could be called for the technical.
Yeah, but it seemed like it was good-hearted yelling, like they were kind of laughing at him. And he was laughing back.
Hopefully.
It's a cheery Saturday here, Kyle.
Well, Will Smith was laughing, and then a minute later he wasn't.
That's an interesting reference. I'll be seeing Chris Rock at the Chicago Theater come October. I had those tickets before.
You know that his thing became sold out after what happened at the Oscars?
I'm sure it did.
At New York City? It was awesome.
Maybe I'll sell my tickets.
.6 seconds left. 6 fouls committed by Papaflessas, just 2 by Boston. 4.6 on the clock. 3-point shot for Dixon. No. But they can't box out. Last chance. No look hook shot. And that'll do it for the first half. Dixon with 10. Soteropoulos with a couple of threes, keeping her team in. Papa Nicolau with a couple of threes. Really, right now, Papaflessas, they're living and dying by the 3-point shot.
Yeah, well, got them back in the game. They needed them, and we're going to have a great second half of basketball coming up here, Kyle. This is what's interesting on the Boston side. How much energy do they exert? How much energy specifically did Dixon exert in that first half? A lot. So it'll be interesting to see how much she's got in the tank with a 3-point lead here with 18 more minutes of running clock basketball to play.
We're going to take a 2-minute break. You're watching Boston against Papaflessas here on SBS.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. For those of you that just want raw footage of your sporting event, but no play-by-play or color commentary, you just need us to live stream video from the event over the internet. We will live stream your event on YouTube on our Sports Broadcast Solutions channel. In addition, we also have a dedicated channel on YouTube for live streaming at SBS Livestream. And if you need multiple channels, we can utilize Facebook Livestream and Instagram Live on our channel as well. Options include commercials from your sponsors, professional scoreboard graphics are still available, and of course, yes, pre- and post-game interviews are available as an option if you want.
We've been working really hard this whole summer and stuff.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
(26-23) halftime stats brought to you by DCGreeks.com. Couple players with 6, Kakanas, Papanikolaou, and the longest Greek last name I've ever seen, Soteropoulos, with 6. Dixon with 10, Dixon with 4, Siatolos with 7. And those are the halftime stats brought to you by DCGreeks.com.
Great job, Kyle. I'm looking forward to the second half. This is going to be high drama, my friend. Championship ball game, 3-point game. Some interesting, I'd love to be in the middle of this conversation down here, what they're discussing. They look very smiley, but yet focused and ready to raise a banner right here today.
Can they continue to win that way, though? Shooting 3-pointers,
yes.
Not getting it done rebounding.
Yes. Don't listen to Smith's negativity. You can win that way.
Number 10.
Three-point game nowadays, Kyle. Come on. This is how we do it. Lucas agrees. In fact, he's going to take your microphone from you and put you back on scoreboard operator for the second half.
She played for her master's
Yeah.
in Durham
I know.
England, and she's also a
Not exactly sure what's going on over here, but I can discuss. Are you all right? Everything cool?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Okay.
We were just getting a clarification about Mary Louise Dixon. She coached at MIT,
Oh, okay.
played at Stonehill College, major was finance, played pro basketball in England.
What? Are you serious?
Yeah. Favorite athlete,
We're
Diana Taurasi.
we're watching a pro hooper out here? Okay, that makes sense because she's playing unbelievable at an unbelievable level.
And she has a crazy Greek family in Chicago. That's why she's
How
here to
old
see her
is she?
family.
With all that, can I get an age range here? Because she looks like she's 23, but she doesn't sound like she's 23.
Who knows? Maybe we'll ask her in the post-game show how old she is.
We could do that. Right now, she's fixing uniforms down there and ripping up shirts. I'm not exactly sure why, but her uniform is too dark. That's a great point by Lucas. I actually thought that was an edge for her because I was getting confused. She does have a darker gray and they're light gray, and Papaflessas, as you see, is a dark blue. So she's still going with the same. She's still going with the same jersey, but at least for now. But I think that. I don't know how big of an edge it is to her, but it doesn't seem like it's right. She's also got blue numbers. But here we go with the second half, Kyle.
This should be exciting. I just don't know if Papaflessas can continue to win that way with the threes, but it's been working, and they've been open, some of them, so if they're open, shoot them.
I'll take Papaflessas -2.
You're just all about the betting. Did you hang out with Joe Ostrowski a lot before you came over here today?
No, this is my own degenerateness. Can't blame it on Joe.
Papaflessas in the lane on the fast break. You got to have that, Mark. It's wide open. You got to make that layup. Driving in, trying to draw the charge. And good job that time by
Papa George out of nowhere. That for her 6th and 7th points of the game. Head down, I'm going to the rim.
28-23 score. Papaflessas has not led all day. Fakes the three, driving in on the baseline. Left-handed floater, no. Rebounded by Boston. Loose ball picked up by Boston. No carry, we play on. They might have missed that one.
Loose balls are coveted basketballs. And Boston able to come up with it there. Look at that. Dixon, Jordan.
The Dixon sisters are killing Papaflessas right now, led by Mary Louise. Shot is good. You know what? Just keep shooting them. They're making them.
Mary Louise with 12. And, yes, that three-point line proving to be fruitful for Papaflessas. They're 3 of 5 from 3.
Got to find a way, though, to kind of mix and match, keep the defense on edge, try to find a way to get some easy buckets because I just don't know how many more of those threes they can make.
Bomb away. Keep firing. And cover up our professional basketball player.
The Utah Jazz like to do that. They shoot an ungodly amount of threes.
Good pass.
Shot no good. Rebounded by Papaflessas. Here comes Olympia Kokonis. Trying to make her head coach and dad proud with a win today. Three-point shot again.
I'll tell you, the coach's daughter set that up. Kokinis with the left hand taking it all the way down the court, handing off for an open three. That's 12 points now for Papakonakis.
Papa Nicolau, 4 of 6 from the field. They've all been three-pointers.
And here you are saying don't shoot threes.
Eventually, if they're not going to fall. You just can't live and die that way. You got to find a way to get some easy buckets.
I'm going to keep hammering away at you and this faulty take of yours. They're gonna win from behind the line.
You know, if you can shoot 18 of 30 from 3, God bless you. I just don't know that you can live and die that way.
There's another 3.
But they're only down 1, and they've shot well from 3. They've been outmanned and outgunned on the boards, but they've done well shooting the ball. I'll give them that. Mid-range jumper partially blocked by Boston. Here come the Lady Celtics in transition. Beautiful pass to Dixon. She can't finish. Needed that one. Rebounded by Papaflessas. Here comes PF. They've got numbers. 2-on-1. Good pass by Olympia, but Dixon again with some excellent defense.
So she was begging for the basketball, then missed the layup, which has been very rare. And then to be able to get back and deflect that's tremendous effort.
So actually, Alini Dixon is the older sister of Mary Louise. There's Mary Louise Dixon. Dixon on the left. Dixon draws the foul. Dixon going to the line. Both players hit the padding. Dixon's just killing PF right now.
So, again, the amount of energy that she's playing with is just astonishing. And that was a good, strong take to the hole. Able to knock in the first free throw. Took on a lot of contact. Took a deep breath. Okay, I'm back up and going. This is what a professional basketball player looks like.
Played in England. Making the Brits proud with her play today.
Making everybody proud. Man, oh man.
Let's see how Papaflessas responds and how Boston defends those threes. Are they going to contest better? Another open three. Olympia fakes the three. Double team comes. About 10 feet away from the basket. Now another three. From Soteropoulos, that almost went. Dixon with the board, and Dixon leads the charge. Dixon, the captain, with the ball on the right hand. Fouled that time by Papa Nicolau.
I am going to put the ball in my hands and take over this basketball game. That is what is happening right now as Louise with 13 points in the game. Ooh, nearly missed that free throw badly. Kind of surprising. I think might be a little winded, Kyle.
She's played a lot of minutes today, and she's going to have to finish with a lot of minutes. They need her on the court pretty much all game long. Soteropoulos out to Kakanis for three, a deep three. No good, air ball, rebounded that time by Boston. Here come the Lady Celtics. Celtics bounce pass over to Dixon. Dixon with the hesitation move. The lefty, the finish, the bucket, and the foul.
She faked like she was going to take the ball back to the top of the key, and then boom, burst to the bucket, lefty, finish, and one, and the lead back up to 4.
Mary Louise Dixon, the combination investor and the basketball player. If she's as good as investing as she is at basketball, I'd like to see her portfolio.
I did not know that she's a financial advisor as well.
Well, that's because you used Wikipedia and not an encyclopedia.
So I could give Louise Dixon my money, and she could teach me how to play basketball all at the same time?
I don't know about basketball. You're kind of a lost cause in that regard. But the investing, maybe.
You have not seen my game, Smith. Never.
I saw enough on YouTube and TikTok to know that.
No. You're not watching the good TikToks. You got to go back in my feed.
The basketball that you edited on Adobe Premiere Pro that every basket went in?
That one.
Yeah.
Check that one out.
Of course.
Check that one out.
Of course.
This is, but back to what's happening here. 5-point game. And, I mean, Mary Louise Dixon is, as we've been saying here, 16 of the 34. And I don't know how many assists she's got, but quite a few. This has been one dynamic performance.
16 points out of 34 for Boston.
That's 1 point away from half, Kyle.
Yeah. There you go.
University of Iowa.
About 48% of the points are coming from Mary.
Not Iowa, not MIT, but the Hawkeye education coming through here. And what's even more impressive is the energy level just is stayed consistent. She has not seemingly gotten tired at all.
4 fouls committed by PF, none for Boston. PF's given us a valiant effort, but they got to find ways to score in the paint. They're going to try this time. In the left, they draw the foul. First one committed by Boston this half. Running clock, and that's what's cool about this tournament with the running clock. More strategies come into mind. Do I try to score fast? Do I use a full court press sooner? Because you don't have the ability to stop the clock with, balls going out of bounds. You have to really bring the strategy into play here.
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest, how much you think about that right now in a close ball game, but down the stretch it really can make a difference, especially if you're chasing a bunch. She's just got to settle in and make free throws, but she misses both of them. That's too bad.
Another board by Dixon. Her sister has 4. Mary Louise Dixon, the star for both teams. Dixon on the left. Dixon out on the wing. Screen from Dixon. Lost the ball and kept it. Alina Dixon, the mid-range jumper, nails it. It's 36-29.
Both feet were across the three-point line there, but hey, that's a nice bucket to have right now to put yourself up 7.
And if Alini can get hot, that's going to really hurt Papaflessas. Good drive by Olympia. Kakanis going to the line for 2. Really need 2 points here. Got to have at least 1, though.
She was able to fight through some contact there and get the ball up to the rim, which earned her 2 free throws.
She's a sneaky 5'10". At times she looks like 6 foot or taller, the way she can drive into the paint and size the advantage.
She's been very impressive, kind of your quintessential 3. Can play both inside and out. Maybe actually more of a 4 in today's game.
She is able to man up in the paint at that 5'10" size, and it's doing wonders for PF right now. Papaflessas down by 5. Dixon, the mid-range jumper, no good. It's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow. We wait. Possession arrow to Boston. Nope. It was to Papaflessas, and they changed it to Boston before I took a look at the scoreboard.
No one's perfect in life, even you, Kyle.
3-point shot. No good, and that's what I was worried about. Eventually, they're not going to fall. 3-on-2 for Boston. Leading the way is Dixon, of course. Shot no good. Dixon trying to rebound. Sonoropoulos can't get it. And even when Dixon can't get the rebound, her size is just too much to handle for Papaflessas.
Well, the other part of it is that they're just not used to playing against someone, I think, who constantly comes out looking to push. Great
Look at
pass.
That pass. Oh, man. Huge break for Papaflessas. Here comes PF. Steal from behind. No look pass. Open 3-point shot. Papa Nicolone, no. Rebounded by Dixon. Dixon falls. All right, you be the official, Mark. Foul or inadvertent contact? Looked like she was just falling before the foul was called.
I would not have called that, Kyle. You were anticipating correctly that seemed like she got bailed out because she quickly came out of there, and that was an inadvertent step on the defender's foot, which really is not much of a foul, but she did get the call. So Boston keeps it up 5.
It's a big foul now, 2 more, and it's the bonus for Boston. In the lane, Ziapoulos, huge bucket.
Swinging her body through there and was able to create some space, and good finish. And now a reach-in foul. That looked like a little contact head-to-head.
I like it, though. You've only committed 2 fouls. You're up by 7. You can be a little aggressive there.
That's true. I don't know if she was thinking about how many fouls they have committed,
You're
but
always thinking.
You're always thinking strategy. You're a Kyle Smith strategist.
There's only a select few of J.R. Smiths out there that just do what they want and don't know what's going on in the game.
You are right, though. You can be a little aggressive here with only 3 team fouls.
Rebounded by Dixon.
7 minutes to go. Yep.
Her conditioning is excellent, too. She doesn't look tired at all. She's just running up the floor. Ease. Layup, no, but to the line for 2, the MIT coach.
Yeah, she's one of those types that can go on the elliptical for 3 hours and just keep going and going and going. This is just impressive.
She's the Energizer Bunny on the elliptical.
I mean, she doesn't take any time at the foul line either. There's no deep breathing. I'm not tired at all. She just steps up. Listen, look at this. 1, 2, 1 dribble, spin, boom.
She might also be doing that because she knows it's running clock and she doesn't know if they're going to need more possessions.
Well, they're up by 7. That wouldn't make sense, right?
You never know if you need possessions, though, especially if because they can get hot shooting the ball.
Yeah, but I don't think you would. You're not going to think, well, what happens if we go down when you're up 7? You want to milk the clock. She's just that's the way she plays. That's her pace. 5-point game after that layup, though. 6:50 to go here with a timeout on the court.
We'll take a 30-second timeout. You're watching Boston against PF here on SBS. No, mute it.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
38-33, and we haven't seen as much three-point shooting this half from Papaflessas as we saw in the first half.
You sure about that? Do you have the math on that in your head? I feel like we've got a lot of threes up there.
Well, in the first half we did.
You think less now?
Yeah.
Okay. I will defer to your in-the-moment judgment. They're going to fire some threes here down the stretch, and they're going to have to hit them. If they don't, this game's going to go to Boston. But if they get hot, Papaflessas can still pull this out. That's my prediction, Kyle.
Do they stick with their game plan, dribble, drive, try to find the open three? Look at that hook shot by Dixon.
Dixon to Dixon. That was a nice finish with the left hand. Listen, you're not going to do anything different than you do right now. You can't reinvent the wheel. But there's an open three. Can you hit it? Oh, a little long. Good look. A couple feet behind the line, but an open look.
Dixon had the open shot, finds her woman in the lane. No, rebounded by Papaflessas. Olympia with it. Back to Olympia. Sizes up in the lane, can't finish. Loose ball picked up by Papaflessas. Olympia again, no. The rim has not been kind to PF in the second half. A baseball pass, in stride, pump fake and a beauty. Shot no good. Rebounded by Papaflessas. Down by 7 with under 6 to go.
You saw Papaflessas right there with that missed shot of the ball on the floor, just how tired they were. Nobody going for the basketball.
Beautiful basketball here at St. Constantine and Helen Church. Foul on the court. 4 committed by Boston, and the Lady Celtics still up by 7.
Yeah.
As going to the line is Pagonis. Pagonis with 7 points. Papa Nicolau with 12. Now 8 for Pagonis as the clock continues to run. Running clock to the last 2 minutes.
These are big free throws. Can make it a
5-point
game.
Got him.
2 big free throws.
And
still a 2-possession game, but
and
hanging
those were
around.
Big free throws too, Mark, because now Papaflessas didn't have to do their full court press because you have to use the press earlier with the running clock. Look at Dixon again. Oh my goodness.
She can't stop Dixon. This time with the left, with the burst and the right-handed finish.
It's
MVP.
It's Dixon land time right now for Boston, but Olympia with the answer with the layup and the foul.
Wow, that was a great pass and a great job by Kokonis going right up through the contact, catching, finishing, and right on time to make it a 5-point game and perhaps 4 with a free throw can go down.
Nobody really in foul trouble, although Barcolos with 3, Kokonis with 3, Kokonis at the line. Nobody on the floor right now with 3 fouls or more for Boston. Free throw, no good. They can't box out. Olympia gets the board. Ball loose, Dixon gets it. What else is new? Dixon past the sideline, past the 3-point line. Papaflessas gets back on defense. That was a killer for PF. They somehow got the board, but they didn't fall on it like you talked about, Mark, and it led to a turnover.
I mean, Dixon has just been everywhere, and here she is again with another beautiful pass. Wow, can't make the layups for him, though.
Siopoulos couldn't finish. In fact, she didn't even hit rim. 3-point shot. Got it!
Are you kidding me? Points 13, 14, and 15 by Papa Colo. She didn't even have the basketball and just flung it up there. It goes in. 2-point game.
Well, you're only down 2. Do not have to press if you're Papaflessas, even if Dixon makes this 3. Air ball.
That's the shot you want her taking.
Olympia with it. For the lead, Papa Nicolau got it! My goodness, a shooting exhibition by Papa Nicolau.
Tough clutch play by Papa Nicolau. Back-to-back threes. That one from a couple feet behind the line. But as I astutely said earlier, Kyle, I thought that this would come down to their 3-point shooting, whether or not they could hit them. And we saw back-to-back threes, and now they lead by 1. If you'd like to just talk about my amazing prognostication, feel free. Free throw good, by the way.
Yeah.
43 apiece.
For Boston, all that matters is the scoreboard, especially in a championship game like this, single elimination.
Well, we speculated how would they get back in it, and that's exactly what they've done. And now We are in a 2-minute ball game, 1-point game. Boston back up 2 clutch free throws. This has been a great one, championship game. Nothing you could ask for, nothing more you could ask for than what we've seen.
Papa Nicolau from Addison.
Oh my
Trail.
God.
Another 3. No. Rebounded by Boston. Under 2 to go. We play normal IHSA rules. Dixon driving in with the right. Got rim blocked. Rebounded by Papaflessas. Down by 1 with 1:53 to go. Kokonis to the 3-point line. Another 3 for Papaflessas. That time, no. Rebounded by Boston. Dixon says for them to slow it down. We are playing IHSA rules, so no shot clock. When it gets under a minute, Papaflessas is going to have to foul.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to come out here. They are in a man now, so you got to put pressure on whoever has the ball. Right here, you should be trying to take it.
Bad pass, somehow wasn't stolen. Lucky break for Boston. Great pump fake, driving in. Foul called. Really couldn't avoid the foul there. Mark, she was in a tough spot, and she was going to hit the wrist no matter what.
You don't hate that if you're Papaflessas. Put them on the line, hope for a miss, and even if she makes both, it's a 1-possession game, and you want to shoot the 3 anyway. So, but here we go with 2 free throws.
So the clock stops at 1:16.
There's the miss. She just made 2, so now 2 of her last 3, and we get a timeout here.
Timeout called by Alina Dixon in Boston. It's 44-43 Lady Celtics here on SBS.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
44-43, 1:16 on the clock. What a basketball game. And Mark, I've been talking about don't shoot as many threes. It's kind of working, but they're still trailing, and another free throw coming up for Boston.
You're going to have either a 1 or 2 point game with the basketball with 1:16 to go. I doubt you play it this way, but you could, in theory, with that going in, you could run a bunch of clock here and try to take a 3 to win it. That would be highly unusual, but you could do it that way.
And that's probably why Boston called a timeout, because they probably thought about that. So they're setting up their defense. Good defense thus far, driving in. Was it in the act of shooting? I think it was. We'll see what the call is.
They're going to call it on Dixon, but that could have gone either way.
Well, it was clearly a foul. Her feet were moving, but did she put up the shot first?
Yeah, I thought she was there for a while. I don't know. I'm not sure if I would have called that. I thought it was pretty touch and go. But hey, free throw is good. 1 point game. She could tie it up right here.
What I was told by an official who's done a lot of high school and college games, he told me, if in doubt, it's always a blocking foul. Unless you can go to your grave that her feet weren't moving outside the restricted area, you got to call a block.
Press is on in a tie game.
Open person in the lane. Dixon with it. They can hold for the last shot if they want. They've got the woman they want with the ball. Dixon eyes the clock. 45 seconds left. We're all tied at 45.
Kokonis making her work for it. So what type of energy will be left by the time we get down for a finish? And maybe she can find an open teammate. There it is. Didn't want to shoot it. 26 seconds.
That was a risky screen, Mark. It was almost a moving screen, which would have given the ball back to Papaflessas.
I'm not sure why they're fouling and putting her on the free throw line. She struggled from the line, but that was a very nothing foul. She had little hand on the hip. That's not what you wanted right now. 1-1 though.
They just feel confident with Papa Nicolau that she can win it with a 3 at the buzzer. You know, some coaches don't like to risk overtime, and I kind of understand that.
I don't think you wanted that foul at all.
I don't think you want it either, but the way Papa Nicolau has been shooting it from three, she's made some deep threes, some contested threes. I'm not saying it's the right decision, but I can somewhat understand it.
Just don't like the call. But she clutch, making 2 free throws. I mean, to me, that was good defense.
So we'll stick with the action here. Now, Mark, they've only committed 6 fouls as Boston. You could, if you feel confident that the player is not going to make both free throws, you could foul, send her to the line for the 1-and-1.
That's true.
It's risky.
And it'd be an aggressive way to play it, but I wouldn't hate it, to be honest, depending on who you fouled. You know, can you make 2 clutch free throws with 20 seconds to go, 10 seconds to go whenever you took the foul? But bottom line, they're designing a play right now. I would think you're trying to get Papa Nicolau open for a 3 here. She's got 18 points in the game. She's been clutch. She brought him back. It's a 2-point game. The other thing is Kokonis is very, very skilled with the basketball, so I would trust the ball in her hands to make a good decision. Also, Sotrapoulos, she's got 6 in the game and hit some 3s early, so a bunch of options. Here we go.
Here we go. Let's see what Boston does on defense. Now 13 to go. Wide open layup. Can she get it to go? She does. The help was not there. A wide open layup, and Boston and Papaflessas are tied. 4 seconds. Now 3. Dixon for the win. Oh, just rims out. What an exciting finish of the 4th quarter. We're going to overtime, the championship game. Papaflessas against Boston here on SBS. We'll take a break. You're watching the 2022 Women's Championship on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Missing your child's sporting event just plain stinks. But you don't have to worry about that anymore, thanks to Sports Broadcast Solutions. SBS is a live broadcasting network, as well as covering your on-demand needs, recruiting videos, highlight reels, and much, much more. We can broadcast live to any website, and we also post as much on-demand content as you need. For more information about SBS, check out our website at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone.
Well, the old Buffalo Wild Wings commercial is the fans want overtime, and that's what we're getting today.
So the conversation with Boston was how did that defensive breakdown happen? Apparently there was a switch that was not communicated well, and here we go with Papaflessas trying to take an early lead in OT. Good pass.
Mid-range jumper for Papa Nicolau. Rebounded by Pagonis. Tough shot. Kokonis fouled. We'll stop the clock at 1:49.
Boston, the coaches wanted to travel, didn't get it, and now we get 2 free throws here for Kokonis. I'm going to be honest, Kyle, I was not budgeting my time for overtime. This is a treat. Missed the first free throw, though.
The men's game coming up after this. Probably start that around 12:15. Shot, no good. Rebounded by PF. The three-pointer. Got it!
There's that 3, the 3rd of the game. She hit 2 early, and it's a huge one in overtime to give Papaflessas a 3-point lead.
(50-47).
It was a whole lot of ball on that shot attempt, but she got the whistle for the same official who called the foul on Papaflessas that gave 2 free throws.
First one good by Papa George.
So back to a 2-point game with 1:28 to go here.
Needed that one. They can't box out. Boston gets it. The center, Siopolis, gets it. Huge board by Siopolis.
Dixon looking at the clock. Obviously, every possession's a huge one, and there's a layup.
Good decision, though, by Papaflessas not fouling. You can't afford to give up a 3-point play there.
If you could have fouled her, really fouled her, put her on the line, that might have made sense. But here we go, tie ball game again.
What's the call? It's going to be a block. It's not in the act of shooting. It was during the pass. It'll be a 1-and-1. 18 for Papa Nicolau, 13 for Pagonis, 14 for Ciatos. Only 2 fouls committed by Dixon.
Big free throws here. Pagonis with 14. (51-50). One more free throw coming. On the way and good. 52-50. Presses on. Dixon across the timeline. Double team. Splits both of them. In the lane. Beautiful bounce pass. The layup is in. Tie game. Holy cow, Kyle.
52-52. If Papaflessas wants, they can hold for the last shot. That's the problem without having a shot clock. But with this tournament, they want to keep the games going, so we don't want to have shot clock in the tournament.
We could see double OT. They're playing for 1.
Everybody on the floor, a good free throw shooter for Papaflessas. No way that Boston's going to risk fouling. 18 seconds left. Here we go. We're either going to double overtime or it's going to be a win for Papaflessas. Now to Soteropoulos. They set it up on the wing. Now in the lane. Kakanis double team. Great pass. Pagonis, no. Ball loose on the baseline. Picked up by Dixon. Was she fouled?
Timeout.
There might have been riots if they called a foul on Dixon.
Yeah. That was a great possession. Super patient. Good drive by Kokonis. It was a challenge layup, but it was a layup and just couldn't get it to go.
We're going to clarify the clock because for DCGreeks.com, they got 2.1. Our game clock has 1.1, and that's huge. A full second, you might be able to get a dribble in.
Yeah, but going to be super hard because you can't advance the ball at this level, so it's going to take a miracle for this thing to not go to double OT.
Now, did you ever see the Butler-Pittsburgh game? This was back in 2010, where Sheldon Mack faked a 3, got his defender up in the air, and Butler won on free throws at the end of the game?
I vaguely remember that.
Do you think that Boston would try to pull that and try to get her defender up in the air and try to get free throws to win it?
It's not a terrible idea, but here, they got to go the length of the court here. Be interesting to see what they design.
So they are indeed going to go with 1.1. You just got to get the ball in. Baseball pass. Was she fouled? No foul. We'll play on. All right, partner. You're the official. Play on or foul?
I can't call that. It was a 50-50 ball. You don't. The worst thing you can do as an official is decide the game, even if it's by the letter of law. That probably was a foul. I wouldn't have blown it.
We'll take a quick 12-second break. It's 52-52 as we go to double overtime here on SBS.
This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
(52-52). Who does Boston go to down the stretch? Do they want to go with Dixon or do they want to trust in their center in Ciapolis?
So they have really been able to get some good shots down low. So I would look to get Soitis the ball down there and continue to take advantage of her size advantage because they're getting easy buckets. That's what I would do. By the way, double overtime, Kyle.
Another try off the opening tip, and it's won by Papaflessas. Papa Nicolau now with 20 points.
They jumped out early in the first OT. They do it again here.
Both of these teams got to be tired. Dixon's played 90% of the minutes.
Kokonis the steal.
Kokonis go coast to coast. In the lane, no. Rebounded by Dixon. And no shot clock, Mark. At any time you can hold for the last shot.
One on three. Oh.
Now Papaflessas does not have to shoot the ball. They can force them to foul. No, bad decision. Never mind.
Open three from the top. A 5-point game. Boston in big trouble. What a comeback by Papaflessas.
Oh, man, she knew if she didn't make that three, her coach was going to eat her alive on the sideline, but she made it, and now 23 points for Papanikolaou. Shot, no good. All right, partner, you're the coaching staff. You're the Dixon sisters for Boston. Do you make the first, try to miss the second one on purpose to get another possession?
No, you want to make these free throws and try to get it back to a one-possession game. What are we getting?
The thought process is you make the first, you miss the second one on purpose, then you try to make a three to make it a one-point game. It's risky, though, obviously. What a game by Boston against Papaflessas, and they're making sure that the substitution came in at the right time.
Yeah, I don't know what this conversation is. If there's a bunch of smiles on the court, though, around it.
It's a fun tournament. These girls have been playing all year long. Olympia and her Bennett team was in the state semifinals. Lost to Barrington, then lost to Bolingbrook in the consolation game. Then you play AAU in the summer. I mean, they're exhausted. So this is kind of like a fun tournament for these players. All right, now you definitely got to miss this one on purpose because it doesn't really help you. You need another possession. But we'll see what she decides to do here.
She's going to try to make it.
She does. Full court press coming in for Boston. They're going to have to foul right away. 57-53. Don't know why they're fouling yet. Papaflessas with it.
Yeah, I don't know if you're waiting for the right person to foul.
Everybody on the floor is a pretty good free throw shooter. Kick ball, 41.6.
I will say Papaflessas doesn't look completely secure with the basketball right now, so you might be able to get a turnover.
Olympia fouled. Ciotos with the foul.
She didn't think that was a foul. I couldn't tell, but
looked like I thought I heard wrist up here.
Some good ears.
I've got ears like a cat, as Chris Farley would say, just before I got hit in the head.
He's wearing a headset and we're a ways away, but hey, bottom line, free throws goes down, 5-point game. Kyle Talented Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Have you ever seen the movie Tommy Boy?
I've seen Tommy Boy, yes. A wonderful individual. Both free throws. Now you got a two-possession game. You need that three.
There it is from the screen. Dixon, nope. Offensive rebound. Second chance is good. They got a press. Timeout called by Boston. We'll take a 12-second break. It's Boston 55, PF 59 here on SBS.
This is Sports Broadcast Solutions, a broadcasting network for everyone. Check us out at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com and become part of the digital sporting world.
$59-55, you're the coaching staff for Boston, Mark. You got to foul right away, or do you give him a couple seconds to see if you can get the steal, force him in the corner to get the steal?
Depends who's touching the basketball, but in general, I would foul right away. You don't really have the luxury right now of trying to get a turnover, but you could try to get one in the backcourt and then foul immediately in the front court. Trouble getting it in.
Not the player they wanted to foul, but no choice. Double bonus time. Both teams with 10 fouls committed. What a game for Papanikolaou. She's also got a U at the end of her name, so it might be Nikolawa. I don't know. Either way, Papanikolaou or people Nikolawa, she's a fantastic player.
Just enormous threes. First free throw, no. She looks around in disbelief.
And I apologize to the entire Papanikolaou family for saying bad decision when I wanted them to hold the ball for the foul, but
missed them both.
A three would make it a 1-point deficit.
Oh boy.
Could have done without that. Still haven't fouled. That's the time you got to use your timeout. You got a player that's not used to being a ball handler on the sideline in a bad spot. I mean, it still would have been tough for Boston to come back as the three-point line was heavily guarded on that possession, but
she just tried to rush that pass and lost control of the basketball. Still got to make your free throws, and that's another miss. So this game is still somewhat in doubt. Missed another one, 4 in a row.
Got to hustle. Dixon with it. 14 seconds left. She needs a 3 from way downtown. Got it! Clock continues to run. Ball loose. Fouled with 2.9. Now what's going on?
Should be a jump ball.
I disagree. I think the foul was before the jump ball. And that's what the officials are going to go with. We'll watch it on replay. We're going to put it in Premiere Pro, look at it after the game, but it sure looked like the foul was called before the jump ball.
I don't know if they had any timeouts, but if they did, they should have called it right after they hit the 3. So they could have set up their defense. Because now it's 2.9, that's just not going to be enough time. You're down by 1, even if she...
We've got the live stats. 1 timeout remaining for Boston, 4 for Papaflessas, so they had 1 more timeout to burn.
Boston could have called a timeout. Yeah, well, see, they should have used it because it was at 9 seconds that shot went in.
It actually worked out, though, because they got the full court press they wanted. They got the ball back, loose ball, and then Papaflessas got it and was fouled right before the jump ball.
Yeah, but you don't have enough time, Kyle. 2.9, this is going to be very tough to do.
2.9.
What just happened?
Probably a lane violation against Boston, and that's indeed the call. Lane violation. 2.9, second chance. It doesn't matter. They're going to have to attempt a 3 regardless.
Right, but you might want this to go in if you're Boston, so you can throw a pass. That's not the pass you wanted to throw. Huge turnover, and that's just...
Even if they got the ball in, Dixon was in such a tough spot. I just don't see how she could.
No, you're right, but you at least want to get a shot at it, and it's not going to happen.
Almost a flagrant foul, but you're not really going to see a flagrant foul this late in the game in double overtime. But it looked like she almost pushed her to the court. It would take a really gutsy official to call that.
Yeah,
saw that flagrant yesterday with the guy grabbing the jersey.
I mean, that was a physical foul, but you know.
Still interesting. 1.5. You never know.
Well, they're gonna get it.
They're gonna get the half-court heave.
Maybe get the half-court heave here. Free throw, good. Get another inbounds pass.
Dixon.
Here it is.
Heavily.
Got it off.
Tie. No good. 61-58. Dixon did the best she could, but Papa Nikolawa, 8 of 13 from the field, 7-11 3-point shooting. A heck of a game for Papa Nikolawa, and we're going to try to talk to her and maybe Dixon in the postgame show, but we're going to take a break. So for Mark Carmen, Kyle Smith, Liam Crowdy, and Lucas Moore, that does it for the in-game broadcast. Postgame interviews coming up next here on Sports Broadcast Solutions.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. Well, my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out.
From Boston, Mary Louise Dixon. The other All-Stars from Team Papaflessas, Christina Gallegos, 23. The other All-Star, Olivia Coquines. And then MVP by an unbelievable shooting of 7 3-pointers, Elena Papanikolaou. So, And now for your 2022 NHIBT Women's Championship, Team Papaflessas.
Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Let SBS broadcast your sporting event. We have experience and can generate excitement and permanent digital memories for your team.
Tonight. That time, finally a goal for the Stampede!
We have professional videographers using high-definition modern-day cameras, color analysts, and play-by-play announcers with state-of-the-art, classy graphical scoreboards to keep you updated. Plus, we have commercials to advertise your team, club, or sponsor, and us. Plus, we do pregame and postgame interviews.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the postgame show brought to you by Marion Central Catholic. My name's Kyle Smith. But my name doesn't matter. These young ladies matter. It's senior night as the Hurricanes win a battle down the stretch, 48-46.
Hi, I'm Carrie Kramer. I swim 50 breast, 50 free, and 100 back.
Whatever your sports broadcast needs, we are at sportsbroadcastsolutions.com. Check us out and become part of the digital sporting world. Sports Broadcast Solutions is a broadcasting network for everyone. Instead of spending hundreds or thousands with all these college recruiting sites, let us put together your college highlight reel. For just a fraction of your potential college scholarship and significantly less than these recruiting services,